Shalom, all praises, glory, and honor is due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Chakodash, double honors, the apostles, bishops, elders, teachers, the rulers of Yasharallah, Israel today, the men of GMS, Apostle Tahar and down, the like-minded men who may not be directly parts of GMS, but are following the same doctrine. Salutations to the Akim and Akwath, that's the men, women, Bunyam, the Sassons, and children of Barath Dawadah, that's the house of David, who are predestined to be saved in these last days. So today is just going to be a standard. Going through, I was reading Matthew 24 earlier, trying to find inspiration for the Spirit to do a little exhortation, little lesson. So reading the Matthew 24th chapter and come 48th verse, but I'm going to start in Ezekiel 12 and 12. What's going on here? So Ezekiel 12th chapter and the 22nd verse on down. Salutation, Salakia. Before I start, true name of the Heavenly Father is not Jehovah. His true name is Yahweh, meaning he is, he exists, he to be in the Paleo Hebrew, Ashwan Kodash, and Holy Tongue. The true name of his only begotten Son is not Jesus. His name is Yahweh Shai, meaning he delivers, he saves, and Yahweh Shai will return at the appointed time. We're in those times, prophecies are being fulfilled, where Yahweh Shai will return again. I'd point to Matthew 24th chapter, 31st verse, to give you an example of Yahweh Shai returning to save his elect. You can also read in Isaiah 11 chapter 11th verse, Zechariah 10:10, and various other chapters, Jeremiah 23 comes to mind as well. So I'm going to say this through the scriptures. I'm going to start here. We're in the last days, plain and simple, of Esau Edom's end. Esau Edom is a so-called white man, Caucasian, specifically the elite who have fooled the world. That covering cast is being lifted up by Yahweh Shai Shai, Isaiah 25:7, Isaiah 60. That veil is being lifted up. Esau's now being made bare, and they're exposed on all levels. So we're in these end times. So Ezekiel 12 and 22. Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged and every vision faileth? So these people, these scoffers, these scorners, don't believe that Yahushua is going to return to save his elect. He's going to crack the skies with the chariots and the angels, Yahushua and Archangel Michael leading the charge, Yahushua leading the charge to deliver his elect and taking out Esau Edom. You can read that in the 12th, Revelation, the 12th chapter, but in detail you can read it in 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter. How he's going to return on a great mountain that all eyes shall see, in Revelation 1 and 7. But some people just don't believe it. We're in these times, and he said, look out for certain things that are happening in these times. Again, Matthew 24th chapter. Tell them, verse 23, tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will make this proverb cease, the proverb of these people saying, the vision of Yahushua returning is not going to happen. The vision of the elect being saved is not going to happen. The vision of MOTB, which is the prophecy of the Revelation of the 13th chapter, 16th verse, isn't what it is. It is a physical mark that will be made mandatory at some point in the near future. So I will make this proverb cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. So I read this in the NLT, verse 23. Tell the people, this is what the sovereign Lord says. I will put an end to this proverb, and you will soon stop quoting it. Now give them this new proverb to replace the old one. The time has come for every prophecy to be fulfilled. Yeah. We go to Matthew 24 now. Let's start at the verse 3 and jump down to 6, 7. Okay. And as he sat, who's he? Yahushua sat upon the Mount of Olives. The disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world, as the end of Esau's age, end of this wicked rulership? Look, see, or age, right? The aeon in the Greek. You get that. Because this world is going to abide forever. The earth will abide forever. You can read that in Ecclesiastes. Yeah. But this age will end, this end of wicked rulership. You see, aeon. Ion. Period of time and age, okay? And this is what, right now we're in a period of time where the wicked are in rulership. Job 9 and 24. So like the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And that wicked is described in Malachi as Esau, Edom. The people of the Lord's perpetual indignation. Yeah, I'm just paraphrasing. That's Malachi, the 1st chapter, 3rd and 4th verse. Okay. Jump down to 6. In fact, no, stop, let's continue on 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And that's happened all over, these false teachers, the true prophets of the men of the Lord, the great Milson and GMS, Apostle Tahar and down, 100% of the men of the Lord, plain and simple. Yeah, and we learn from them. So that's all I'm going to say on that. And ye shall hear, these words are written in red, so the words of Yahushua, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And are we not seeing that now? Let's went into, just to reel a few off, you got Ukraine, Russia, you've got Azerbaijan and Armenia, you've got potential with Taiwan and China. We've got nations in the continent of Africa, the continent of Ham, basically loggerheads at war, yeah, be it by coups or takeovers. That's just to mention a few. We've got the war going on in the Western Asia. I'm going to say Western Asia. The elder Malcolm has brought that out many times. Western Asia, not the Middle East, West Asia. Okay, where you got the Israelis and the Gaza, which is on a ceasefire at the moment, but that will continue. However narrow in the future, it will continue, and it will escalate to gather all nations at the valley of Yehoshaphat, that's the valley of Josaphat. The scriptures say so. Jehoshaphat. We've got, the Houthis involved, the Hezbollah's involved, but right now there's a ceasefire, but we're still there. And if a nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these things are past. In a video yesterday, they got some respiratory pneumonia illness in China coming up. There's pestilence of rats in Australia. Yeah, there's famines all over. Inflation going into hyperinflation. All these are the beginnings of sorrows, right? And we can quickly jump down. Around 33 that I want into. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, you know that summer is nigh. So basically, when summer's coming, the signs of summer, okay? So likewise, so likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is It is near, even at the doors. 34. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass all these until all these things be fulfilled. Yeah, I read it in the NLT. I tell you the truth, this generation will not pass from the scene until all these things take place. So this is the generation where all prophecies will be fulfilled. We're in the year of hopeful prophecies being fulfilled as coined by Apostle Tahar. Yeah, so much has happened. So much is happening. Yeah. Let me get this video.
All right, so this is going to be a big video. It's probably going to be long. This is breaking news. This is cutting edge perspective. We're not.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this video in the description box. I'm going to play the first initial introduction, the first couple of minutes of it. Is breaking down what he's going to introduce as news. Yeah.
Anywhere else. So congrats on being ahead of the curve and participate in the comment section and share your insights as well. Now, here are some of the things that we need to talk about in depth tonight. And again, we're going to be exploring these from angles that most people are not. Iran nuclear facilities. Was it an attack that recently happened in the last 24 hours or worse? I'll talk about what I mean by worse in just a moment. Moscow endured its largest ever drone attack in the past 24 hours. Ukraine endured its largest ever drone attack in the last 24 hours. Yemen has hijacked even more commercial vessels. One, in fact, exchanged hands a couple times. It appears as though the U.S. military may have taken it back. We still don't have all the details as of yet. We have one of the worst droughts across the entire American hemisphere happening as we speak. NATO is about to enter the Black Sea with warships. Yes, you heard correct. We have to talk about the coming oil crisis and things they are not telling you, things that people just do not think about. 4D chess moves that I'm going to break down today. We have to talk about the coming immigration crisis that will result from the war that's about to start in the Middle East. We need to talk about the U.S. Dwight Eisenhower aircraft carrier finally entering the Strait of Hormuz. We need to issue a warning about AI and World War III. We got to talk about the Baltic border crisis with Russia. We need to talk about the U.S., which is now ramping up nuclear physical materials for a mass production of weapons of mass destruction. Okay, we got to talk about blowback from sanctions and why the Axis nations are increasingly getting more powerful and more consolidated. We also need to talk about why the weather will dictate everything about the battlefields on which World War III will be fought. There's that old saying, warfare is all about logistics. Well, before that, it's about weather. And there are certain windows of opportunity that nations have to seize upon if they do want to fight various wars. Now, where do I even begin today? How do I possibly triage this information?
So there you have it. Yeah, that's just the introduction of his news update. So I'm just going to say fair use. I'm not using this video for any material gain or financial compensation considerations, like a consideration. It is for educational purposes only. Yeah, these are the times we're living in, plain and simple. Okay, so I'm going to put that video in the description box. Yeah, so you can watch it if at your leisure. Yeah, well, obviously we follow what the prophets say from Apostle Tahar on down, and what the scriptures say. But you know, the prophets speak the scriptures. So second address, I'm going to read down to 8. Second address 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, that Yahushua spoke about, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, we are seeing this. Yes, there was a protest in London, 50,000 people against anti-Sem, which is just, anyway, not even going to go, that's a different subject for a different time. Don't know who Sem is. I know who Shem is, but not Sem. But anyway. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. And every one that shall be saved, and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. And who is Yahweh Bashem Yashai? Sanctified the elect. I'm going to quickly get that. Just one quick scripture just came to mind. Isaiah 45:4. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, I have called thee by thy name. I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. Israel, specifically the elect, shall be saved on this side. You know, the 144,000 and the 1/3 great multitude within that 1/3. Yeah. The multitude. We can read that in Revelation 5:9, Revelation 7:9. Okay. Let me just end it with here. I'm going to read Luke, my favorite scriptures. Now, because we've got to be circumspect before I get Luke. I'm going to Ephesians 5:15. That came to mind. 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. You know, we've got Jacob's trouble to come, and specifically, around the time of MOTB is to be introduced with the CBD or CBDC, the central bank digital currency, or chaos will ensue when MOTB will be made mandatory. You know, see, wow, look, see, this has just come up on my feed. Yeah, the text, look, plagues and pestilences is the very same thing we're speaking about. Call hello, Yabashim Yashai. UK detects first human case of flu strain similar to virus spreading in pigs. Wow. H1N2. There we go. All right. We're teaming time because the days are evil. Anyway, let me just finish it off. 21 and 36. What's wrong with this thing, man? It just froze on me like that. Get it in this. 21 and 36. Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. These are words are written in red. These are the words of Yahweh Shai. With that, Lord's will, this was edifying to the elect. From the hope to the elect, I'm going to say, Call hello, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Achakodash, Kwam Yasharallah, and Abba Bash. Shalom to the elect from the hope for elect. Shalom.